So this is like my fifth time trying to upload this, and forgive me for not sounding very enthusiastic, but that first video was pretty good. I summed up everything, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it this time. So, as I've stated before, Osiris was often depicted as having green skin. And I also noticed something interesting is that these I forget what they're called that he's holding. Isn't it interesting how they're often depicted as being blue and yellow? So, what's going on? Well, he was the ruler of this realm for thousands of years. I mean, thousands of years by our time. This is him right here, the character of Draco, Sorcerer, the Unseen Hand. He's not representative of like a reptilian race. He is Osiris. That's him. And this is actually also Obama. And basically, I talked about how in the previous videos about how he is stepping down from power and giving his reign away to Horus because Lilith didn't accept. She didn't want to eat the fertilized egg that he was offering. That sacrifice was not enough. And consequently, as a result, he's going to be forced out of power. So in his desperation to maintain power, he starts doing crazy things. So just to get a little bit more into this dimension, so there is a copy of the Garden of Eden that these ancient deities have recreated, and it is synchronized symbiotically with our own dimension. It's inverse, so it's upside down to us. We are unable to perceive it. But it also has a time dilation. So if this ruler reigns for 5,000 years, for example, in their reality, it might have been only 20 years. So what the New Age is, it simply is nothing but the exchange of power from one ruler to another ruler ruling over you. And in this case, the father is giving his throne to the son, Horus. And by the way, this is another depiction of Horus. Somebody pointed out that he is the goat, and that's correct. And the goat coming out of the box is representative of the birthing as well, the crowning, the corona. And to the left here, Isis was often depicted as having a solar disk around her head. And so remember, Lilith doesn't accept the fertilized egg, and she's going to kill Horus during this nuclear exchange later on, and he is going to resurrect. So, but before I get into that, let's get into Osiris here for just a moment. So in his desperation to maintain power over our realm, what does he do to the character called Ludovic? He's residing inside his head and he's coming out. Why is he out of the skull of this character? Is because when these Egyptian deities rule over our realm, they have like a specific consciousness signature that is embedded into the reality, into how we perceive things, into how we behave. It's in our DNA. And so you could say this was the reign of the reptilians throughout this entire time. So what is he doing in his attempt to maintain power? He forcibly tries to ingest his DNA and his, the fusion of his consciousness into people via what? The jab, right? The jab. Oh, come on. Well, you saw the syringe down there, right? Keeps glitching on me, whatever. And so he also rules money, right? This is the dollar. But why is the pyramid upside down? Why is it on his chin? And the capstone? Because he's stepping down from power. That's why when in the beginning scene with the apple rolling to Obama, why is he stepping on the crown of Horus as he's crowning birthing? Because he's stepping down from power. And so he crowned people with the serpent venom. I can't say the exact word, but you know what I'm talking about. In a desperate attempt to maintain his form of consciousness, his form of DNA. So when Horus arrives, it will be a new expression, a new kind of collective consciousness, essentially. And let's see here. There's something else I wanted to say. I'm kind of out of it. So that's why he's behaving so desperately. And you can see towards the end here that he's running away. So just to get into the resurrection for a moment here. So as a child, Horus was killed. But look at this. He comes out of the egghead and he slithers away. Why is he slithering away if, he's not concerned about something? Because he left his head, he left his mind, he left this character's soul. And the soul, what is he looking at? He's looking at the birthing sun, the corona, the new consciousness that is arriving through Horus. And Horus is the illuminated capstone of the pyramid. He's the inverse. He's stepping down from power. So that's what this, and there he is resurrecting. After, Isis holds him, the mother, Isis and Osiris, the parents. He resurrects during a full moon. I don't know if he's literally going to come out like that through a mosque. It's probably all symbolic, but... And there he is dancing around the ring of fire, also symbolic of a birthing. But, yeah, and then, towards the very end here, it's interesting to know that, on the left side you have Scorpio here, which likely is the constellation of Scorpio. And you have what appears to be a phoenix bird on the right. And I think the scorpion could also be his mother, Isis, because she was also depicted as a scorpion quite often. And this could be a representation of his father, Osiris, flying away, right? So, and take note of the pyramids being destroyed, because it's symbolic of he's destroying the old kingdom, the old reign. He is the pyramid. He is the capstone. He's the illuminated capstone, like you see on the forehead. So there's just an exchange of power taking place. So the realm was ruled in our epoch of time by Osiris and by Lilith. Lilith lusted after blood, and Osiris, the dragon, the Draco, the reptilian, provided that blood for Lilith. And they're done with, because the goat arrived, and it's going to be his new time. And so what's next? Well, chaos, Armageddon, And what's going to happen? Well, the end result of that, after long periods of time, people will forget, and there will be myths and legends of this deity, like written on walls, and so on and so forth, like it's been throughout history. Just one more thing. Um, so this is probably another flawed interpretation of a date, but there's a slim chance it might mean something. So you have four. So I'm looking at April 8th, 2024. So it's interesting here. So you have the rabbit right in the back, and then you have W, which is a 23, and this could be a reverse countdown. So you have 23, and then there's a D, which could be a 4, and then exit. So, and then you have something that would imply April or Easter. So exit April 2024, and then this infinity-like symbol looks like an 8. So it could be April 8th, 2024. But yeah, I'm not gonna say much more about that. And then last but not least, don't forget the exit is not just for the ruling elite of our planet, the physical ruling elite, to exit their homes to safety or anything like that. This is a message to the current rulers of our realm, Osiris and his minions, Lilith, everyone else, that they need to exit, return to the garden, or whatever is going to happen to them. I don't know. I hope they don't get to return there, but it's a signal to them that it's time to leave. Because once Horus comes, he will basically banish them anyway. You see how scared Obama is of him? Osiris Obama? He's scared of his own son that he was willing to sacrifice and give to Lilith. There he is birthing. So isn't it interesting how all these years I thought Obama was, the Antichrist, or so many people have. But what's interesting is now I think it's the exact opposite, where he's actually stepping down and moving away from power rather than going into power. I don't know. It's all just theories though, but thanks for watching.